Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel, and happy Monday to you all. Guys, I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I hope you were able to get out and get some things done, maybe just relax and recuperate from the week prior. I hope your weekend was way better than mine. I wasn't able to get any videos out this weekend. I probably could have, but we were so busy trying to get things in order. If you saw my community post, I let you guys know that I wasn't going to have any videos for Saturday and Sunday. Even though I had already pre-recorded them, I didn't have time to edit because Friday, when I was coming home from work, I got a flat tire. So I don't know what happened, but I was driving just like normal, and then my car starts to make the ding sound like there's a problem with your vehicle. And I look down, and then my one tire, driver's side rear, was down to 26 psi, and that's not normal for my car. It's usually about 32 to 35 psi. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I bet you I got a flat tire. So I'm driving. I'm not too far from home, but it's rush hour traffic. It's Friday and we're heading out of Pittsburgh. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I make it. Car dings again. It's down like 17 psi. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to make it home. I need to try to make it home. And when stuff like this happens, you feel like nothing around you is moving quickly. So long story short, I make it home. I think I make it home and it's like 8 psi. So it's flat. I get out, park in a driveway, and I can still hear it hissing. There is a massive, about this size chunk of metal just in my tire. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got to text Josh and let him know that I got a flat tire. Now, mind you, I do drive a muscle car. Any kind of maintenance on this thing is quite expensive. The smallest things just is pricey. So I already knew we were going to spend a lot to get the tire replaced, but usually whenever we get something replaced, we replace that whole entire end. So I wouldn't have just replaced the driver's side rear. I was going to replace both back tires. So we spent pretty much Saturday morning and afternoon, calling around to get the best prices that we could, but the tires are discontinued. So that makes it even more difficult because maybe one place had one, maybe another place had a set, but they couldn't get it for 2 weeks. Just a hot mess. To add to this, when Josh went out to look at my tires Saturday morning, he looked at Gabby's car, noticed she had 2 flat tires, both on the driver's side. And her tires are brand spanking new. They're not even a month old. So we just got hit over the weekend with just tire issues. And thank God we do have a pretty decent size emergency fund. That's our Discover account. That's where all the big money goes for big issues like this. We were able to get both of Gabby's tires plugged. So that wasn't an issue. The issue was with my car. My tires are about $400 a piece. So the short of it all, both of my tires were $800. Plus we needed to make sure that they're aligned and balanced and all that stuff. So just short of $1,000 for 2 tires in alignment. And the shop isn't open today. Hopefully the tires will come in tomorrow. I'll get those replaced and aligned, and I'll be back on the road by Tuesday evening. So, because I have to go back to work on Friday, thank goodness this happened during a week where I didn't have to work every day. If it's going to happen, thank God I didn't have to work. Because I probably would have had to take in Gabby's car, and then she would have had to Uber to work. So, just a hot mess, but I'm glad it's getting taken care of. I'm glad that we had the money set aside. Josh and I were laughing. Because we were like, years ago, like even as short as probably 10, 12 years ago, this would have taken us out. Like we wouldn't have had this money set aside for stuff like this. So we are just grateful that we are able to pull money from our emergency fund, pay for it, don't have to charge anything, and get the tires replaced. But I don't know. I must have ran over something on one of the major roadways before I got onto the parkway to get home, because I don't know how. It's a big old chunk of metal. I almost cuss. Big old chunk of metal in my tire. And I don't know how in the world that happened. But like I said, we are almost to being completely back to some type of normality around here, because Saturday was just madness. Josh ran around all day Saturday between Gabby's car and my car, trying to get tires and prices, and we were double teaming, calling places. It was a lot. So glad that it's done and taken care of. Yeah, so that was basically my weekend. Sunday I did spend some time taking the braids out of Michaela's hair, because they had been in for a while. So we took her braids out, and then washed her, she washed her hair real good. I deep conditioned it, blow dried it, and then later on today, I'm going to go ahead and flat iron it for her. And then this upcoming Saturday, I will be putting braids back in, because she has band camp, and I don't want her to have to deal with her hair being out and sweaty and all that stuff. So Saturday after work, because I do work on this Saturday, I will come home and put some more braids in her hair. So, a mother's job is never, ever, ever complete. So let's go ahead and get into these savings. This is what you came here for. You didn't come here to hear about my craziness that happened this weekend. And my video is already long enough. So let's go ahead and get through these savings. As you can see, I did keep up with all my savings from Saturday and Sunday. I did it in between. Like, I would be on the phone, speakerphone, just cash stuff in my binders. So we are caught up. We are going to start here on Monday and do roll for your savings goal from Anna Banana Budgets. Let's go ahead and drop down all of our dice and see what we're saving today. This makes it even more important that you continue to save because of times like this. Now, that was a big hit. I was not expecting to take an almost $1,000 hit on our emergency fund, but it is what it is. That's what we have it there for. So we have to continue to save and stay consistent, because this is proof that having that money set aside is crucial for times when, something like this, you don't expect to get a flat tire, and you surely don't expect to get 3 flat tires in one day. So let's go ahead and roll for today, which is Monday, and we rolled a blue. Yeah, that's blue. Blue is our D5, and our D5 says to save 3. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's go ahead and grab $3. So a lot of the money that we will be unstuffing at the end of this month will be going towards band camp, because that starts next week. Usually all that money's not due until October time, but I want to pay it in full and not think about it. I made a mistake of not doing that last year and paying some of Gabby's assessment in full, and then I ended up owing like $75 at the end, which that wasn't an issue. It's just a point that I forgot to pay it. So we will be doing band camp with our closeout money and putting the money back that we just saved, or we just spent from my tires. So far in roll for your savings goal, we have 55, 7, and 8. $58 for the month. Josh will be home this week, but then he leaves back out for I don't know how many weeks. I know this week he's definitely gone. So it'll just be me and the girls holding it down here. Band camps and work. I don't think I worked very much that week that he's going to be gone. I'm just looking at the schedule right now just to see where we're at. Yeah, I only work 3 days that week, and then 2 days the following week. So not too shabby. All right, let's go ahead and get into our other daily savings challenges, which is our tiny binder. And these dashboards come from Lacey at Blue Kiwi Budgets. I did win one of her giveaways. And, of course, I was going to pick the Skelly set because I love Skellies. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. We have our $10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go ahead and put this in our bank in the back. And I don't know if we're going to finish anything today. I didn't look ahead of time to see. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we are doing. I do kind of want to prop this up a little bit. You know what? I'll leave it flat. I'll prop it up when we're done. I don't know if you guys want to talk through this. Probably not. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and speed through this portion, and then I'll be back when we're done allotting our $10 in prop to every single challenge. All right, guys, I'll be right back. We're going to start with challenge number 1. And challenge number 1 is a Christmas in July savings challenge from last year from Amy by Nature. And today she received $1. So let's go ahead and get this marked up with 4 icons, because every one of these icons are 25 cents a piece. So there we are. We have $1.75 saved in this one for now. So, and then we'll turn this over and do the back side. And guys, I got these nails from Walmart. They were on clearance. I guess people weren't really down for the lemon. So they were $9. So I'll have them this long until Thursday night. And then I have to, you know, file them down pretty good because I work on Friday and Saturday this week. Friday, I'm at the 7 o'clock. No, Friday, I'm in the 7:30 shift. So I'm the late shift. So the thing about late shift is any late pets, like pet scans downstairs, you have to, you know, finish up for the tech that was down there for the early shift. Other than that, as long as they don't have any add-ons, it's a pretty decent shift. It's 7:30 to 4. You know, you're just pretty much helping out all the earlier techs that were there before you, and like putting in IVs, running and getting doses, injecting people. That's pretty much it. You do the orders, which there's not going to be much of anything because Saturday is just me, and I'll order for the following Monday. But pretty cake shift as long as you don't have a bunch of add-ons. That's the only thing that will hang you up, is if you have add-ons, you could easily be there till 6 o'clock at night. So let's hope that's not the case, so I can get home and maybe even get Kayla hair started Friday night. We'll see how it goes. If I can prevent from having to come home on Saturday and do her hair, that'd be great. It takes me about 6 hours to put braids in her hair, 6 to 8 hours ish. Usually it's under 8. And then she'll be set until it's time for her to start school. I'll take them back out and then rebraid them so they're nice and fresh for school. But whew, I'm telling you, it's a labor of love, put it like that. All right, challenge number 2 is from Budgeting with Chris. Once again, another Christmas in July savings challenge. And this one is from last year. These are going to save 25 cents a piece, and she got $1.25. So let's go ahead and shade in 5 of these to get this started. Okay. And yeah, I could take her and get her hair braided at one of the braid shops, but listen, I know how to braid hair. So why am I? And then a lot of times my kids don't like going to the shop. They don't like it. Like they rather me do their hair. And I think it's just the comfort of being at home and, you know, your mom just doing your hair. So as long as I have the time, I don't mind doing it. We usually put like a show on. Like last time when I did her hair, we put on, what was the name of that show? Abbott Elementary, and we just binge watched that until we were done. So it was over before you knew it. All right, next up is from Mary Love Country Living, and it's her Christmas in July savings challenge from last year, and we are putting 75 cents in it. So we're going to do 3 of these pineapples. You know, sometimes we'll put a movie on. You know, we have Disney, so we'll throw like one of the Marvel movies on and watch. So, yeah, we try to make the best of it. You know, we know it takes a while to do braids, and it would be done a lot quicker if I took her to the shop, but then again I would have to pay somebody to do it, and why would I do that? And I have boxes of synthetic braiding hair literally underneath my bed, so I'm like, listen, if I can do it for my baby, I'll do it and save myself some money. All you gotta do is pay about $8 to $10 for some braiding hair. Listen, you have a whole new hairstyle for under $15. All right, challenge number 4 is from Dirt Dollar Sunshine. This is her beautiful bundle. I love this. So we already finished one. She's getting another $1 into this one. So let's go ahead and mark off 4 of these. And we're not going to pull any of this until the whole entire bundle is completed. All right, challenge number 5 is receiving $1, $1.50, $1.75, $2. This is getting a lot. And this is from Save with Glow. It's her July Stitch Challenge. You know, she loves Stitch. So she needed 75 cents to finish this one. So we did complete it. So let's pull 75 from here. And then the remainder will go into the next challenge. This will save us 5. We'll pull that 5 at the very end. Let's go ahead and pull out the new number 5, which is from Blue Kiwi Budgets. This is her Christmas in July from 2025. So let's go ahead and mark off 5 of these spots because she got $1.25 to go into hers. So yeah, I feel pretty rested today, guys. We went to well, I guess I went to bed closer to midnight last night. This is I'm actually filming on the day you'll see this. This is Monday morning when I'm filming. So you know, Josh, he still had to do the lawn, and the lawn was like, it needed to be done. So it was hard to kind of mow through because the grass had gotten so long. So we cleaned up outside, got everything looking pretty decent around here. And then he crashed, of course, after doing all that work and messing with the cars. It was just, it was a very busy weekend, and it flew by because we weren't really doing a lot of fun stuff. Now, Josh and I did go out Saturday night. This next one up, let me pause real quick. This next one up is from me, and this is part of the Tiny Spring Savings Collab, and it's getting $1.50. So we'll do 6 of these. So this will be almost done. So with that said, yeah, we went out Saturday night. We had a ball. We went to the North Shore. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but that's a part of town, not only that I work in. So I was able to just use my parking pass because I already paid for that parking every month for work. So we just parked in the parking garage I usually park in for work, and we walked down to you know, the nightlife part of the North Shore where PNC Park is, and Acrisure Stadium where the Steelers play. And we went to a restaurant called North Shore Tavern, and they have steaks on a stone. So they come out with this like 700-degree stone, and you basically cook your own meat. I did get a Delmonico with shrimp. Josh got a New York sirloin. And we just sat and just enjoyed each other's company. It was really nice. We probably won't do that for a while. It's kind of pricey. Like, I think both of us, I shouldn't say it's really pricey. It actually wasn't bad. I thought we were going to spend more like $150, $160 for dinner. We ended up spending $121, but with tip, it ended up being like $150. So, yeah, we had a good time, and then we just went out to dinner. I didn't think he was going to want to go because of all the stuff that was going on with the cars, but he's like, no, we're still going out. So had a really good time, and then we came back home and just chilled on the patio until it was time to go to bed. And Sunday, we were right back at trying to get, you know, things together with the car, especially Gabby's car, because hers still needed to be patched and fixed. But at least we have another car available because I don't really like driving his truck unless I have to. It's just big and cumbersome. It's hard to park. It's a lot. So I'm glad that we have one of the smaller cars available until my car is back on the road. Okay, this next savings challenge is from Nicole at Savings Over 50. And she is getting $1, and we only needed 50 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and color in these final 2 wine glasses. This is a really quick challenge. It's saving us $2. But every dollar counts. I don't look down on these small challenges like this. And they're, you know, they give you that quick win. So I really actually like these tiny challenges. So let's go ahead and get the new number 7 out, which I don't even have available. Let me grab one from off the side here. This will be another pretty quick one. This is from Brooklyn L Saves, and these are going to be 50 cents a piece. So let's go ahead and get this one started with 1 icon. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our last challenge in this binder, which is number 8, and it's getting $1.50. And this one is from Sandoval Budgets. And each of these are 25 cents a piece and $1.50. That means we finished this challenge. So let's go ahead and mark up these final bows. So yeah, guys, you know, just feeling blessed. Just glad that we had the money and it wasn't an issue to get anything fixed, and we weren't, you know, charging anything. So this is proof that these type of savings definitely add up. Now, when you have a pretty decent sized shovel, you can put a good bit of money away. But even if you don't, and what I mean by shovel, I don't know if you ever watch, what's his name, Dave Ramsey, that's what he talks about. The size of your shovel matters. So it's basically how much money you can save, how much you have to put away, versus how much you're going out in bills and debt and things like that. So when your shovel is big, of course, you have a bigger opportunity or a larger opportunity to save money. So, and that wasn't always the case for us. I mean, there would be times where, you know, we were pretty tight every month. But like I said, we've been together for quite some time. And over time, we've been able to make a little bit more money every year. So, you know, things, and you can't take that type of stuff for granted because tomorrow everything can change. So you live in that blessing. You know, you live in that moment and in that blessing right now. So anywho, guys, let me keep it moving. I'm talking way too much. This challenge is finished, and it saved us $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5. So let me go ahead and mark that. So I wasn't expecting to finish up 3 challenges today, but we did. So we have 11, 5, 10, 11, $12 coming out of our bank. Let's go ahead and grab that. $12. And if you're new here, this money goes into our sinking fund. I go ahead and stuff this immediately, usually off camera, and it keeps our sinking funds going because I pulled a good bit out of Family Chaos because I didn't have a date night. Remember, you guys, I told you guys we weren't going to do a date night anytime soon, and I didn't have money for date night, so I pulled it out of Family Chaos, and that's what we used to pay for our dinner on Saturday. So once again, we did not charge anything. We just paid cash and kept it moving. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get set up for our mini Monday savings challenges. Okay, guys, we are back. We have all 6 of our mini Monday savings challenges laid out. 1 is entertainment, 2 is dining out, 3 is family chaos, 4 is birthday, 5 is my personal fund, and then cheer and band for number 6. So I'm going to roll 2 D6 dice. I'm going to make the green one first, and it'll just help us speed through this a little bit faster. So whatever the green one gets, it's going to go to challenge number 5. Whatever the white one gets, it's going to go to challenge number 6, and we'll keep rolling like that. So yeah, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am excited to be off this much this week. I feel like I'm going to be able to get some things done around the house. Also, I had received my Cricut, like, I don't know. How long ago did I get that Cricut? And I haven't even messed with it. It's still in the box. So I want to start messing around with that. I honestly bought it so I can make myself sticker challenges. And if I get decent enough, I will start selling them. If there's a want for them. I don't want to just make stuff and then nobody wants it, but I think I would probably post a couple into my Ko-Fi shop and see if they sell and then go from there. I kind of want to do like a sticker and scratch off bundle and just see. Okay, I have $2 left. That's going to go to challenge number 2, and so we'll go ahead and move our marker to this one. Still have my red, white, and boom magnet, even though 4th of July is over. It's okay. We're just going to keep it there until probably next month. And then we might swap it out to something else. Maybe something a little bit more fallish, I guess. Even though fall's not coming for, you know, a little while now. All right, let's get these all stacked up off to the side here. We're going to go ahead and start with challenge number 1 and see what it received. It is going to entertainment. Entertainment fund is going to be probably held off after the next savings challenge. It's technically fully funded at $100 for now because it's just our fund for going to the movies. And I already have Cinemark rewards, so I get a free ticket every single month. So when we go to see, I've already purchased the tickets. So when we go to see Brand New Day on August 1st, that money just will go towards snacks and maybe us to go and have dinner beforehand. So once that fund is no longer fully funded, I will start putting more challenges in here. I just don't know how much we're going to spend when we go to the movie. So first one up is from Teacher Mom Budgets. This is Laura's Savings Challenge. She only needed 6 to finish. Let's see how many 5s are in here. There's just 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and $15. We're going to go ahead and give it the 6 that it needs and set that to the side. Let's go ahead and mark off the remainder of these challenges. So yes, I'm pretty excited to go to the movies with the fam. Here's the thing. Michaela has cheer camp on that Saturday. So I told her, listen, you wrap it up fast, get home, take a shower, and we are back out the door. Because like I said, I wanted to do dinner, but I don't know if there's going to be time. Her cheer camp is till 1. The movie starts at 3. So I don't know. We would be cutting it close. This should have $20 in it. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And it does. So yeah, we'll just see how that works that day. But like I said, I did want to do dinner with them before we went to go see the movie. All right, this next challenge up is a savings challenge that I made for movie night out, $50 movie savings challenge. And we are going to go ahead and get this one started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So let's see what we can cross off on here. I'm going to use my alcohol markers. Let's do the big numbers first. So we'll go ahead and do this 7. And then we'll do this 2 for 9. And that'll get this challenge started. 4, 5. All right, so let's do 2 2s and a 5 for that. And we'll start buying back some of these ones for the remainder of our minis this week. All right, so challenge 1 is taken care of. Let's go ahead and see what we're doing in challenge number 2, which is where we're going to be starting next week. And this next savings challenge is from Budget with Nene. Can't touch this. These are $2 a piece. And she received 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're going to go ahead and put this one to the side since we can't really do much with it. So let's go ahead and mark off 8 of these. I'm sorry, 4 of these. They're $2 a piece. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. So now in this savings challenge, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's do a 10 and a 2. Okay, $12 in here. All right, let's go ahead and move on to challenge number 3. And this is from Chaos Budgeting. And today this challenge received 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go ahead and put this dollar with it and make it 12. So guys, I don't even know if I went over how much we were saving with today. We have our normal $80. And it was $30 in 5s, and the remainder was in 1. So what did I say, 12? So we can do 6 of these. These are these $2 a piece? Oh no, they're not. These are $1 a piece, so we can do 12 of these. Okay, so that's 6. That's 10, 11, and 12. Love the dinosaurs on this. This looks like a T-Rex, I'm guessing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14. So let's grab 2 2s, and a pen. And now we have 14 in here. All right, and that will be going to Family Chaos, which I definitely put a big dent in this past weekend. So that's good. It's getting some money towards it. Next up is birthday, and next birthday up will be Gabby. She's on September 5th, and then I am about a month later on October 7th. So it will be good to get this funded because we got a double hit pretty back to back. And we only received ones today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, but it did finish it. So let's go ahead and mark off these final 2 spots. And that's a $9 savings challenge. I probably should have made those double, but that's all right. I'm not going to worry about cash condensing this down because I'm just going to put it in our finished bag. All right, so the remainder is $5. And that is going to go into this next birthday challenge. It's a celebration of 50 years of life. And this is from Dee over at Save with Dee, or Saving with Dee. All right, what did I say, 5? Okay, so let's go ahead and mark off 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to grab a 5 to get this one started. This was free in her Ko-Fi. I'll try to make sure everybody's linked down below since I do have time to do that today. Number 5 got a ton, and this is my personal savings challenge, Doughboy. Love this challenge. And whoa, this got a lot. Okay, let's get that 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's ridiculous. So we're going to go ahead and finish this one up. Let me go ahead and try to quickly color these in. We needed 13 to go ahead and finish this one up. So we have in total 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, awesome. Do I have these marked on the back where they're going? I do not. Let me go ahead and put that down. That would be important. So this is to me. This one was, okay, birthday was marked. All right, perfect. All right, so $20 to my personal fund at the end of the month. And now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go into our next one. And this one is, oh, this was a thank you for, I think it was 700 or 800 subs. Let's have a savings party. And we are doing 7 in here. So let's go ahead and grab a 5 and a 2. And we'll mark off 7 of these. Okay. So I've been trying to get a freebie out per week. I don't know if it's going to stay like that. I might end up doing one per month. I just don't want to overextend myself and like, but I do want to, I always want you guys to feel like, I just want you to know how grateful I am for you guys and helping me grow this channel. So I like to keep some type of freebie flowing from me. So there should be one posted from last week, last Friday. If you haven't seen it, it's in my Ko-Fi. I think it was a back to school savings challenge. There should be one coming up this Friday for another type of savings. I can't even remember what I posted. So, all right, this next one is from Nicole Savings Over 50. It's a very good day to save. And she received, ooh, 2 5s, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and $18. Let's see what we can do with that. So we have this 5. And this 4 for 9. So we're going to put $9 more in here. And this 4. That's 13. 14, 15, 16. 17, 18. Okay, perfect. So we are just that much closer to finish. We'll probably finish this next week. I don't know what color top that was, but it's absolutely not very green. So let's go ahead and color that in. And then we'll get the rest of these as quickly as possible. So we're going to go over our back to school savings here in a moment and get that funded because it is facing us straight on. All right, let's see what we have in here now. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. All right, $21 in there. Let's make sure that's right. That's 6, 11, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, perfect. So $21 in cheer and band. And that is all of our savings for this week in our mini Monday savings challenges for our sinking funds. I'll go ahead and get this all swapped out and we will get into our back to school savings next. We are getting into our back to school binder, and with that we are going to go ahead and get started with our match game. And I'll just show you the dashboard for this. This is from Becca Budget 777 if I can get it out. And this is so stinking cute. Look, it's like a kawaii theme back to school match game. And so this should be still available in her Etsy shop. I bought this last year. It'll save you $330 plus, depending on how you play this. So how I've been playing and how I played last year is any misses that I had, I saved an extra $1. And that's exactly how Becca did. This is a DIY. So you have to print it off, cut it, and sticker it yourself. She does not offer a physical, of this. So we have 5 matches here, a total of 10 cards, and I'm just shuffling them up and I'm going to lay them out. And like I said, for any misses that we have, we'll save an extra $1. So we don't want to be at this, we don't want to be at this missing a lot of our matches. So we want to do it within the first few at least. All right, so we have all 10 cards right here, and we have our normal $100 that we're saving with. So we have 60 for our minis, and then we have 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40 for our little game. So let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to pull the first 2 cards. That's projector, and that's the globe. That's globe, and that's globe. Okay, so we only missed 1, so let's go ahead and get $1 and put that to the side. I think last week we did 2, but I don't think I want to chance it because I have the other 2 savings challenges to do. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another set. This is the erasers. I'm going to go ahead and stick these in here, and we will have another 10 to pick from next week. So let's go ahead and scratch these off and see what we're saving today. All right, our first globe is $4. And this scratching tool that I'm using is from Lena O&L here. You can find these in her Etsy shop, and they're wonderful. I love how sparkly it is, and it's that hunter green, which matches my girls' school colors. Okay, so we have 4 and 9 for 13, plus our $1 from our miss. We're putting $14 into this today, so not too shabby. Still don't want to chance it by doing another round. As fun as this is to play. Okay, so let's go ahead and get $13 out of here. 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 14 in total. And let's go ahead and get the envelope again. And let's see what we have in total for this savings challenge. We're going to continue to play this until we're done with our back to school savings challenges, which is going to be probably at the end of August. And any overage that I don't need, I'm going to go ahead and put into their, I have a sinking fund called Carlin. Oh, I probably shouldn't have just said that. So I'm going to put it into their sinking fund for school. So anything they need after getting them started for back to school, we'll just use those funds for that. So 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So $57. So let's go ahead and grab a 5 and a 50 and a 2. All right, 57 in that. Just to kind of keep everything condensed down in my binder. So that set is done. Set those to the side. And let's go ahead and put this away. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our scratch off challenge, which I made just personally for my girls. Let's go ahead and do, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see how spicy these are. Let's go ahead and go here. And that's a 5. Okay, let's come down here. That's a 1, so $6 so far. And let's do this one. And another, ooh, that's 15. Pam! Oh my gosh. What was I thinking when I made this challenge? Oh my gosh. Guys, I made this quite some time ago, so I really don't remember the numbers that I put on here. And apparently, I got really spicy with it. Okay, so that is $22. Whew, we had enough. Thank goodness. So let's go ahead and get some change out of here. Okay, guys, so it's supposed to be $69 in this savings challenge. So we have 50, 65, 7, and 9. So $69 in our back to school scratch off. This says $85, so we are almost done with this. I cannot believe I put a 15 and a 20 on there. Absolutely diabolical. So we don't have much to put into our next challenge, but that's okay. This is from Gaming Grandma Budgets and Gracie at Grammy's Journey. So what do we have left? We have $4. So I'm just going to pick the purple and mark it off because I do not want an IOU. Okay, we usually roll a color dot dice and let it tell us what we're going to save, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and put $4 in here. And now we have 20, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So $37. So let's grab a 5 and a 2. Buy back some of those ones. And now we have $37 in the savings challenge. So we are getting closer to being done with this. And then we'll start the next math savings challenge. All right. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and quickly get our 6 mini savings challenges set up. And we are going to save $60 in here because that's what we have left. And then that's going to be it for our mini Monday savings. So let's get these laid out so you can see them all. We're starting on challenge number 3 because that's where our marker is. Trying to knock Steven over. He's been doing pretty good recently. Okay, I think you guys should be able to see everything. All right, so like I said, I have $60 in 1s and 5s. Some 5s mixed in there, as you can see right there. Okay, let's go ahead and roll our 2d6 dice. We'll make green first again. So 1, and number 4 is getting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4. So what, if you have kids that are in school, what's your back to school stuff looking like? Have you started? I told those girls last week to get a list together of what they need for school. Oh, Steven, that was my fault. I apologize. Let's set you right there. Now I don't know where I left off. I think I'm right here. 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, I told them to get a list together. And did they do that? No, of course they didn't. So I told them when everything is all picked over and you don't have anything, and this one at 3, but it's only getting 2. So we're leaving that there to start off with. I said, when everything is picked over, because you know how it is, as soon as that stuff hits the shelf, everybody's like, okay, I got to go get my stuff. So I'm thinking they don't need much if it's taking me this much effort to get them to make a list, which is perfectly fine. Hopefully I could just at least get the school supplies, and we will work on clothes and stuff as we continue to fund these challenges. So we'll just see how it goes, child. These kids are something else. Our first challenge is from Megan at Rad Girl Budgets, and each apple was $2. The rest were $1. So we are finishing this one up today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's grab our blue marker. We only needed 6. We'll mark off these last 6 icons. I'm pretty sure this was a part of a mini and tiny download, and this was her back to school version. So altogether, we saved in this challenge 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $24. So that's a done one. That's great because that'll go towards the end of the month, and we'll be able to buy whatever they need as far as clothes and shoes with that money. Next up is a savings challenge from me. Name 3 times a rock, hard, punk, and classic rock. We'll go ahead and get this started with $1. So let's go ahead and mark that off. This should still be available in my Ko-Fi as a part of a download. Usually I try to put like 3 challenges in a download because I don't like wasting paper. So when I think about you cutting things out, I want you to get the full amount of space on your paper. So I'll put like 3 challenges on one. Unless it's an A5 challenge, and I might only put 1 on there. All right, next up is Saving with Sam. Teachers have class and a little sass. So we are receiving into this one today. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we can do this 5 and this 4 for 9 and this 3 for 12. Perfect. So we only need $1 to finish this one up. And we have another Monday left in this month, so I'm not going to worry about getting that one completely completed until next week. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and $19. So let's grab this from the side here to go ahead and cash condense that down. So 19 into this challenge out of 20. Okay, number 3 didn't get much at all, and we are starting here next week. This is from Budgeting with Chris. It's our beautiful book bag savings challenge, and I think, oh, these are $2 a piece, and today she got 3, 6, and 7. Ooh, maybe we will go back and fix that. So let's go ahead and mark 3 of these off for $6. 1, 2, and 3. We should finish this one next week as well. So 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, $26 in this one. Let's go ahead and stuff that back in there. It's kind of hard to do with a paper clip on there, so remove that for a moment. Let's hold on to this $1 and see what else we can do. If not, we'll go back to challenge number 2 and finish that one up. All right, this next one up is from 2 Texas Chicks. Hey Band. Oh gosh, lots of band stuff coming up. So we only need $2 to finish this one and receive 2, 4, 6, and 8. Let's mark off this final hat. Give it the $2 it needs. We'll set this to the side for the next challenge. And this one we saved 21, 2, 3, and 4. And these aren't, each envelope isn't going to anything particular. It's just going to the whole back to school fund. That's it. Just makes it easier for me to have just a big pot of money and we pull from what we need from it. All right, Anna Banana Budgets. This is such a cute savings challenge. Saves $20, and we are putting 2, 4, and 6 into this one. So let's go ahead and mark off 6 of these. And that one, we'll get that one nicely started. And let's grab a 5. So 5 and 6. And a lot of these challenges are from last year. So if you go to look in their Ko-Fis, you may have to dig, pretty deep down into the Ko-Fi shop. I tried not to print too much out this year because I had stuff left over. So I like to get these finished up first. Challenge number 5 is from Boss Babe Budgets. Bruh, we back. And these are $2 a piece. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Let's go ahead and grab this $1 to do 18. So let's go ahead and do 9 of these. And we'll do 2 more for 9, and that will add $18 to this challenge. And now we have saved 10, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $34. And we just need a 20. Sorry, I have my big cash tray off to the side here. That's why you can't see me really cash condensing down. Okay, so 20, 32, and 4 out of 40. All right, and our last savings challenge, which is challenge number 6, is from Canadian Finance Journey, Teacher's Pet. These are $2 per icon, and she's receiving 4. So we can do 2 more apples. And we should have $16 in here now. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, maybe we should have more than this. Let me try this again because I didn't know there was a 5 in there. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. How do I have $21 in here? Ciao. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, apparently I didn't mark these off last week. 18 and 20. My goodness, y'all. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. So $20 in this challenge out of 40, so we're halfway done with that one. Okay, so we have that dollar left now. Let's go back to challenge number 2, which I said I wasn't going to worry about finishing, but might as well go ahead and finish it up now at this point. And let's go ahead and mark off this final cup of coffee for $1, and we saved $20 in this one as well. Okay, so we finished 3 challenges in this binder today. We put a good bit of money into their back to school savings. Going to try to bring $100 every week, at least $100 every week, because I did not start this early enough. So now I got to kind of like move and groove to get it going. So this is number 2. All right, guys, that is our mini Monday savings challenges for today. Thank you so much for listening to all my madness that happened this past weekend. I appreciate you coming back to this channel. I will see you tomorrow in Tiny Tuesday Savings. And then Wednesday, we'll get back into our Word of God Wednesday Savings as well. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.